From headquarters here in New York City, you're watching King 4 News, bringing you the best coverage in news, events, weather, and sports. Reporting with a special broadcast, here is John Hughes.
I'm so fed up with my job and having to report propaganda off the newswire that I've decided to do my own report today. I'm here in New York City where there is word out that some people actually believe that the U.S. government has not been honest about the terror attacks on September the 11th. I've decided to be a journalist today and actually ask what people on the street think. Sir, are you aware that our own government may be guilty for causing the terror attacks of September 11th and giving us a reason to invade of foreign countries? You catch the game last night? I mean, the evidence seems to be coming out from all directions. Our country may be killing innocent women and children for their own selfish gain. They're saying that Joe Montana is the best quarterback ever, but then you gotta know there's Tom Brady.
Yeah, the people who actually turn off their TV and research the claims will find that 9/11 was an inside job. I mean, the stock put options on United Airlines days before the 11th, the NORAD drills, the project for a new American Century report rebuilding America's defenses calling for a quote-unquote new Pearl Harbor.
What do you think about 9/11?
It was a tragedy. My heart goes out to the victims.
Do you think that the U.S. government had prior knowledge of planes to hit the World Trade Center towers?
Are you serious? And I suppose that Armstrong never landed on the moon either, huh?
Actually, he didn't. Type in, "Did we land men on the moon?" into Google video.
You know what? I actually do believe that 9/11 was an inside job. I just pretend to disagree when I'm in public or when I'm surrounded by my peers. It's too tough to handle that our government has betrayed America.
Sir, do you believe that the U.S. government orchestrated the terror attacks of September the 11th?
That is an awful thing to say about our country. I'm going to tell you one thing, and that is I support my president, and I personally know that he had nothing to do with the events of September 11th. America was attacked that day.
Have you looked at any of the evidence?
Now listen here, I don't need to look at nothing. You are a nut and you should be put in jail. How dare you accuse my president of such a thing? Listen, our government cares about us, and that is why we are over in Iraq and soon to be Iran fighting for freedom.
You do know that throughout history, hundreds of governments have attacked themselves and blamed it on a foreign enemy to get their populations to bow down to them, don't you?
Most of America is caught in the propaganda. Everything you see on TV is filtered and paid for by corporations. Our freedoms are being taken away by power-hungry bankers.
Bankers?
Yeah. Our country was hijacked by elite bankers in 1913 when the Federal Reserve took over our monetary system.
So can you explain why or how World Trade Center 7 collapsed?
World Trade Center 7? What the heck is that?
Any intelligent person knows that World Trade Center 7 fell down from an internal fire.
Just go to google.com and type in Operation Northwoods, alright?
What is that?
Listen, I have no reason to fear a police state in America. I'm not a criminal. I don't care about wiretapping. I have nothing to hide. I just sit at home all day and play World of Warcraft all day.
Would you care if you knew that security personnel at airports take x-ray pictures of your naked body and save them onto a database?
Listen here, I don't know what you're trying to prove, kid, but you had better just not talk about it. It's un-American, and I condemn you for it.
In conclusion, there seems to be a lot of people out here that believe that the U.S. government was behind the terror attacks of September the 11th. Now that we know our government is working against us, you might be wondering, what can we do as a people? Thankfully, I figured it all out. The first thing we need to do is